I just want to bring your attention to the photo on my right. It's our actors Malik and Shakir Mishrgi, who, if you've seen the film, you saw what amazing performances they gave. They were supposed to be here for the press conference, but we were delayed because of visa issues and paperwork and all of that. And it was honestly a emotional roller coaster ride for us as a team. We managed to get their visas late yesterday, so they're on a plane now. Unfortunately, they're missing the premiere, they're missing this moment, and you know, it's not the first time a film team has had to experience this. And, you know, just yesterday, before the visa, I was on the phone with Malik, and we were both crying so much because he wanted to be here. It's hard for me to talk about it without being emotional. So I think it's just important for me to bring up the injustice of the existence of visas. Because it really breaks hearts. That's all I gotta say. And they should be here. They should be here to speak about their experience, about their work. So this whole 7-year journey actually started with Malik and Shakir. Myself and Vincent, my cinematographer right here, we met them by chance in the north of Tunisia on the side of the road. They come from a family of shepherds. So we did the short film together. At the time, I was very inspired by what was happening in Tunisia, which was post-revolution. A lot of young men had gone to Syria, and I wanted to explore this topic. I think in writing the script, and we always had these discussions, like the creative team and me, is we wanted to create almost an onion peeling effect, whereas what you think the story is about is constantly challenged. What you think about the characters and what's going to happen, there's always a layer being peeled. And I think it's kind of interesting for me because I think a lot of the times, I just wanted to break stereotypes of your assumption of what a family like this would be living and the subject matter as well.
What you see is that we're looking for the roots of the problem. The real deep, profound reasons for this rage, for this love. And of course, you dig deep down into the emotional memory where there's all these experiences that we've had as actors as well in our private lives.
It's about the roots of extremism instead of that particular brand of extremism. I think when I met Malik and Shakir, there was some kind of kindred feeling of like, oh, let's say whatever the Western world perceives Tunisian to be, they definitely don't fit that. And I think that's my instinct, or there was already a connection from that. And I think there's something powerful about prejudice being broken by simple things. So for me, it's like, and I saw it with the short, and I hope with the future as well, is I saw that Malik, Shakir, and Rayyan, just the way they look, the fact that they're Muslim, that they're Arab, I saw audience members thinking, oh, wait, a Muslim person can look like that? And that, you know, like it's, and them being challenged, honestly, I think when you're challenged on that fundamental perception, it opens up your questions, okay, what else do I think that might not be true?
We are talking about all kinds of different prejudices and preconceptions that people have. Now, of course, you do find families that can be very different than how they actually look. There are families you think that you would expect to be more strict, yet they're full of pain, they're full of fragility. They're very vulnerable. So, of course, there's a difference between the interior and the exterior. You find all of these extreme contradictions between beauty and ugliness, gentleness and roughness. Everybody builds their own life based on their own experiences. So it's a very particular and special film for me.
sometimes when we hold on too tight to a label, if that label is challenged, our whole identity crumbles. And so for me, on a personal level, while making this film, I went through the process of kind of peeling away all these labels that I held on to for my identity. And it was a terrifying process. And the characters in the film, particularly, I would say, the mother, the father, and Mehdi, are holding tight to certain parts of their identity. So in Aisha's case, mother, Ibrahim, family, Mehdi, it's his victimhood, it's the way his father treated him. He holds on so tightly to it that he's able to be seduced into something terrible. If we remove all these labels, who are we? Like, what essence remains? Because I think there's a freedom in it. Like, if we're able to touch that, I mean, we live in a world, and it's happened for a long time, that because of the label you hold, you could be killed for it. That's what we're living now and what we see around that. You're this nationality, you're this religion, I will kill you. And I really believe deep down, the hope for our society moving forward is to be more playful with these labels, to not hold on so tightly for dear life. If we're more playful and fluid and realize that identity can be evolving, then we'll be free. We won't hate each other so much. There'll be a lot more love. So that's why, long answer, but that's why I gave the film this title, because I was hoping it could be an invitation for this conversation. And that's my hope to the world, is this conversation.